My name's John Pollard. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a CPA.
He constantly pursued me. He made me really feel special. He always showed up with flowers. He called always to see how I was doing. I had never had someone pay that much attention to me in my life.
Some guys from work wanted to go out one evening, so they suggested we go to the Playboy Club, which I had reservations about anyways. But they kind of persuaded me, and we went. We had a really good time. And Rita happened to be the Playboy bunny.
I mean, I really didn't even notice him. He would come in with friends, and I did notice that he was coming in a lot, but I certainly had no special feelings for him.
Her eyes, her hair, she was like kind of like a flaming bush with that red hair. And
the management called me in because he had been coming in the club and being belligerent, and they thought he was my boyfriend. He claimed to be my boyfriend, and I said, no way, I don't even know this guy. I wait on this guy. He's definitely not my boyfriend.
I think that Rita was so used to being hit on by customers that she had kind of a thick skin. But I think she noticed or realized that there was something special about me.
No way!
I was just trying to be like a big brother type to her and not intimidate her. And I think maybe the fact that I'm as big as I am, I felt maybe there was a little spark.
Well, maybe on his side there was a certain sort of chemistry, but definitely I didn't give him any special attention. I didn't flirt with him. I hardly noticed him.
Well, after a while of going night after night, I started to actually become a bit jealous.
I was enraged. I said, how could you do this to me? I mean, I love this job.
On this one occasion, this gentleman grabbed her tail.
John jumped to all kinds of conclusions, and while in the midst this guy and I are talking, he grabs the guy's drink.
I lost control and I smacked him. And I knocked him off his seat, and there was a big to-do, and
I end up getting fired for it.
I think that is what really sold her on me, was the fact that I did come to her rescue in that respect.
John's jealousness turned out to be a cover for his own unfaithfulness.
Immediately after the episode happened, I went to my car, and I went in front of the club because I wanted to apologize.
Saying, he'll see if he can get me my job back, he'll get me a better job, please, will I come have dinner with him? How can he make it up to me?
And she saw the car, and I don't want to think that she was impressed by it, but she might have been. I just had bought it up there, and it was a beautiful brand new BMW.
It starts to rain. It was pouring. And my car was parked way in the back, and he said, just let me give you a lift around to your car.
She got in the car, to my glee, to my happiness.
He had a picture in the car, and it was of his mother.
And I brought her home, and we talked. And
he said that she was his favorite woman in his life, up until the point that he had met me.
And we pursued a relationship.
It turns out a few weeks later that it wasn't a picture of his mom, that he had just used this to get at my emotions.
6 months, for a 6-month period, we went out an average of 4 or 5 times a week.
I was completely outraged then. I wasn't going to see him ever again.
We went dancing into nightclubs.
But he convinced me that it was in the moment, and that
it became a bit more intimate, where we had dinner at my place, we had dinner at her place, then we spent some weekends together.
So after we had been dating for about 6 months, he showed up at the door with his normal bouquet of flowers, and we were to go out that evening, and he said that he had something very important he had to discuss with me. And we sat down on the couch, and he immediately got at my feet and pulled out a ring and proposed to me.
I'm not a jealous person. I'm sensitive. I'm very caring, but I'm not jealous.
The marriage was okay. I mean, it had its problems, it had its ups and downs, but I never expected John to be cheating on me.
Basically, she got the wrong impression of the situation. One of her friends that she used to work with at the club, I became friendly with. Through her, really. It was a very sincere, platonic relationship. And what happened was she called me hysterical one early evening, and she was at this hotel, and I said, sure, I'll come over and talk to you.
John will say whatever's convenient.
Well, I went over there, and one thing led to another, and we were just sitting and talking on the bed, and
I took off early one day from work and I followed John. And John went to a hotel and he signed in under a different name. And he went up to the room and I saw what room he was signed under and I went up to the floor.
and here comes this horrendous knock on the door, and this voice behind the door screaming.
I was waiting in back of the hall, and from the elevators I saw my friend Jane get off the elevator and go to the same hotel room that John was in. And I began to realize that John and Jane were meeting. They were having an affair.
For the life of me, I swear, we weren't doing a damn thing. I mean, I didn't even hold her hand. Never mind make a pass at her. We were just talking about some very personal problems she had, and I was trying to help her resolve them.
I went down to the desk, and another desk clerk came on saying that I was Jane, and I needed a key to get into the room, and went back in and let myself in the room. And
It was a warm, steamy summer evening, and I had my my usual business attire on, my suit jacket and tie and vest and the whole deal, and I decided to shed my jacket and tie.
and him and Jane were in bed together.
And her girlfriend was dressed in a summerish casual outfit. She had a little tank top on and some short shorts, and
He's lying. John is a liar. He's lied about so many things since we've gotten married. Sitting on the bed with his clothes on, he had no clothes on. He was under the cover. They were both undressed.
I swear to you, nothing happened. And Rita, you know nothing happened.
I saw it with my very own eyes. Do you think I'm imagining things?
Rita, I've been totally loyal to you and this relationship. I have no desire to get together with anybody. You're the girl of my dreams.
No, I don't want to ever see him again. No, I don't want to see him again. He lied to me. I trusted him and he lied to me.